Welcome, foolish mortals, to another wonderful Monday. Hope everybody had a great weekend and not nearly as busy a Monday as I've had today. Today was absolutely insane at work. Hey, Ghost, how you doing? I know a lot of people are over on John's thread or a stream, so we'll hang out for just a couple minutes before we start in on things. Um, we're starting to overlap each other. I have too many streams to watch in a week. It's thankfully I have time at work that isn't so super busy. Uh, General Kenobi. I can't do the hack and the cough, or I'll actually start hacking. So nice to see you, Mark. I haven't gotten a chance to watch that video, but man, that looked like a nice large box uh, of episode 1 stuff you got there. I think I'm going to sort those out. I like I've said, I'm working on that project and I'm running out of space, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I've now narrowed it down to I'm either going to put out my vintage collections or 30th anniversary, because I really love those packages, especially with the coins. So we'll see. Yeah, like I said, today was nuts at work. I barely got on to watch any of anybody's stuff today. So I saw. Yeah, I got a nice big box from Holocron of episode 1 figures he did a video on. I mean, it's a decent sized box. Mark, how many figures were in there? 20 maybe? Hey, Downfall, how's it going? So, like I said, today's been nuts at work. Work has been insane. And today we had a surprise visit from our sector manager. So we'll see what that brings tomorrow. It's never good when sector people come down to say hi. So we'll see. Man, that is a lot. I'm going to go to a toy show this weekend, hopefully. That might give me some decent stuff. It's hard to tell. It's out in the middle of nowhere, and it's only one day from 9 to 3, and it's far. It's a far drive, but I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to go out with Chris the Beard Packham, if you all remember him from our WWE show a while. So yeah, he got the video is posted today. I don't know if it's the same stuff he showed off the other day on so good Downfall. I know, dude, you've got a ton of figures. Pumping out videos almost every day too. It's great. So trying to think of what else I was going to say something else, but it's completely, my mind has just been blown apart today. Excuse me. But so got a few things in. Do mail here in a sec. But I actually got a couple little eBay things and some stuff out of a collection box. The collection is my collection boxes. Hey, Sketchy, how you doing? That I'm going to do a big video on, but I wanted to show you guys some. So basically, it's how like my dad and others passed their time when they were kids. So I have a whole bunch of this stuff that I want to put together in one video, but I wanted to show you. So first of all is Viewmasters. Now, a lot of people remember Viewmasters. They were these cool little things, and they have pictures on them, and you'd go through and you'd click them, and you could watch. It's like kind of watching a little cartoon, but it didn't have any sound or anything. And they did thousands of these. They did them for national parks. They did them for movies. They did them for TV shows. All that kind of stuff. Yeah, I bet it was. It's nice. I know they spent 5.5 hours yesterday playing Red Dead, and I did start a character and played with him for about an hour last night. So I'm trying to get past the tutorial, so I might not kill everybody if I actually ever play. Hey, Anthony, how you doing? Ewok, how you doing? TEW, what's up? Catman, what's up, dude? Yeah, that may have had a little to do with the backlog. Yep, there he is. Donkey Killer. Nice. So then the other thing that they had were uh, book records, and they're long playing records. You got these as Peter Pan or things like that was the brand names, and they were a record, and it tells you a story. And so on the first page, it'd say something like, "This is a Disneyland original long playing record. I am your story reader. I am going to begin now and read the story of Alice in Wonderland. You can read along with me in your book. You will know when it is time to turn the page when Tinker Bell rings her bell like this." And it would go ding. And then that's when you knew you would start the first page, and the book and the record would read along with you. And so these were great. And again, they made thousands of these different types. Disney did a ton of them, and then Little Golden Books did a whole bunch of them. This is a Little Fireman. I had that book when I was a kid, and so this is kind of like having the Golden Book again. But I love these things. I pick them up whenever I see them. Now, something I got recently that I didn't even know existed was or when 3PO beeps like this. Oh, Fisher Price Theater. I'd love to get one of those. But I found these, which were neat. This is the General Electric Picture Sound Program. And it's got a record just like the golden ones do, but it also has this film strip in it. And you took the film strip and you put it inside the little player. You can see it here on the far right hand side up here. And every time it made the sound, you'd turn it and it would drop it down a little bit. And so you'd see the whole show. And I hadn't seen these in forever. And I found I got like 20 of these for $5, not each, for $5. So the original Sleepy Hollow, and they had Where Does Rain Come From? They have history ones, George Washington, The Surprise Attack. They have Science and Space. Can You Eat Flowers? The World We Live In. Do Dolphins Talk? Steps to Knowledge. Talking in Threes. A ton of different stuff, and I hadn't seen these in forever, so I decided I went ahead and grabbed some. So, oh, nice. I do want that Lauer. Yeah, but they're an app now, and they do have the 3D Master ones still. But oh, thank you. It's Stephen King Rules. If anybody has watched Monster Squad. Jim, it is not bad over here. We're going to have several days of rain and snow. You know how April is here. So it's about like that. Yes, it is a YouTube law. As soon as I hit 1,000 subs, I got a note from YouTube that said they were going to take all my subs away if I didn't put up a cat video. So everybody must put up a cat video. I don't know if Sleeping knows this or if Mark knows, you have to put up a cat video when you hit 1,000, or they'll strip you of all your subs. Yeah, and I hadn't seen I've seen the viewer before, but I've never seen these, and so I had to pick them up. The other thing is talking Viewmasters. So this is a set from Happy Days. And so you stuck these in, uh-oh, I don't want to rip the package. Oh, that's because it got stuck. In these players, over here, or in these two, and they would play sound along with it. So you get quotes and things on them. This one, I've got a few. This is Happy Days. And then what got me started in collecting some of these was my favorite Disney movie of all time, Robin Hood. And it's not just the animated series. It's you can see they did like a claymation type version of each of the scenes. It's really cool. So I'm going to do a video of those here this week at some point when I have a chance. Things are getting, like I said, and continue to say, boring you to death. That work has gone nuts. We lost another person. So, I liked Lawler. He was funny, Hey, Ish, how you doing? It was not bad. I had to work all weekend, but Saturday was slow. Sunday we dealt with drunks, so, not too bad. Oh, cool. And there is a little device that you can put Viewmasters in, and they'll actually take the pictures, and then you can put them on the computer. So, just like changing your negatives into pictures, you can do the same thing with Viewmasters. So, okay, Mrs. Slocum. I know John's out tonight. Rocco was running. I don't get to watch Rocco much. John at Super Toy, he was running before me. Before him was Shabby and those guys. So I get to watch about an hour of each of them, and then of course I'm here. So, and I'll try not to blather for too long today. I'll try and get out of here in an hour and a half or so. Hey, Aaron, how you doing? Ah, good ish. That's great. Being out of work and freedom. Ouch. I'm hoping I went in. I wasn't supposed to have a day off all this month. I haven't had a day off since the 20th of last month. But I went in this morning and said, I'm taking Saturday off. And that's that. So I'm actually getting Saturday off. It's kind of nice. I may not have another day off for a while, but I did get this Saturday off. So I'm going to go to a toy show, which is going to be a blast. So just a couple mail things. And I know what both of them are. It's now a question of what got put into a bag by Amazon. Thank you, Amazon. See that? That's how I feel. It's no happy. It's sad. Sad. No. So, these are the Sleeping put out a thing last week that they had marked down. Amazon had marked down these dioramas of Rey and Kylo from some movie. I think they're from Force Awakens. But they were on sale for $23. So, yeah, and some of them are really cool. By the way, hi. I found a whole bunch of national park ones, and they had Denver, and they had Tucson and stuff. So you have all these pictures of these places from the 1960s through the 80s that they're gone now. You can't see them anymore. And I would love to get that little thing and mess with it, but I just haven't gotten around to it. I don't stay up that long. I do try and hit as many people as I can. But I know I love watching Papa Gord, but he's on late at night sometimes. Last night he had sleeping on, and I got to watch part of it. But then I had other stuff I had to do. So I had to watch the rest of it today, and it was awesome. I don't get to see Nathan as much as I'd like to because our work schedules flip. Same with Mr. Stargill. I have to go back and watch those backwards. So it does give me something to watch all day when I'm not watching these guys kill their horses on Red Dead Redemption. I did not, did he? Oh, I got to go see. I'm sure he's put up a video of it by now. That is such a cool figure, and I know he really wanted that hot toy. Oh, wow. John is, I mean, geez, what a guy. Holy smoke. I, I, I don't know what to say to that. John Joker is an absolute MVP. I don't, it makes me mad that I don't know how to thank him enough for everything he does for us. It's crazy. And I do the same thing. I go in and I try and say hi to everybody, but sometimes the chat's flowing too fast and I can't. But Dina, what's up? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check that out. Anyway, oh, so the one they put in the bag is the one I actually didn't want destroyed, which is the Kylo Ren one. As you can see down here, it's crushed on that corner, crushed on that corner. But I'm simply going to take this as one of my clearance pickups where I don't necessarily think I need to have the box in pristine shape. I'm never going to open it anyway, so I don't know, you know. So these dioramas are pretty cool. When these first came out, I actually thought it was a black figure with a diorama and not like a statue type thing. And so I almost bought him, and then it wasn't. So he is, man. He is great. That's cool. I meant to watch part of that. I had to go over and help my mom with some stuff. She needed some light bulbs changed. She needed some other stuff done. And she's 71, so I needed to go over anyway to check on her. And I ended up staying there until almost 8. So by the time I got home, I barely got to check on my Nina buddy. But yeah, Jim, oh man, Hot Toys are so cool. Well, if you guys didn't see last week, I think it was, no, I did a completely different video because it came after last week. Over here is my Captain Kirk and my Jean-Luc Picard that he sent me along with some comics, which is awesome. Those will sit right there in my collection. Actually, the packaging works really well together. I didn't even notice that. The coloring's the same. That's pretty cool. That looks great from far away. No, you and your Colt, go away. So that means that this is Ray. Or it could be something else. Those are the only two things I know were coming. But since I pre-order a lot of stuff, randomly things appear that I don't know what they are. Oh, look, it's in a box. Ooh. Oh, actually, that really is a nice figure. That is very pretty. That's very cool. I don't know if they have any left, but these are well worth $23. Let me see. Oh yeah, look at those. That is cool. And seeing she's posed with black figures, that's why it tricked me into thinking she was one. That is. And they light up. These are almost openable. Almost. But I don't have any Disney stuff out. That's a great box to send stuff in. And as bad as my aunt's at Christmas. Oh no, don't throw that away. I'll reuse that ribbon. I'll reuse that bow. Cool. I need to order one. I'm going to do mine Friday or Thursday when I get paid. It's going to be my birthday present. I'm going to give myself a sleeping collectible shirt. Hot Toys. Yeah, I wish they would have. I wish they would have done them like so they connected because they're from different ends of the movie. This one's from the beginning. That one's from the end. And I know they did, because I own them, a Black Series set with them at the end of the movie, kind of in this the forest. So that's because you were actually able to buy things for a change, Mark. You know. Hey, sleeping. Well, they sleeping. They sent me my uh, Kylo in a bag too, so mine got all mushed up. But I know we were literally just talking about you. Yeah, yeah, because then I don't have to find another box. I'm trying. I've something I need to ship to Shabby, but I need a box that's about the size of a T-shirt box, and I can't find any decent boxes. This might actually be exactly the size box I need. Which is, if it's true, then I was supposed to buy that figure. God works in mysterious ways. Yes, speak his name and he will come. Just don't stand in front of a mirror and say it. Clink, how you doing? That great show last night, sleeping with Papa Gord. I'd love to get on and talk with him sometime too. But yep, that and then mine was the Ray came in a nice box with air bubble thingies and everything. Once it's in a box, you don't need to, do that. So, Brenda says hi. Thank you. I have one autographed by the kid who was wearing this in the Monster Squad movie. I almost washed that one once. That would have made me mad. Hey John, what's up? Cool. Apprentice, where are you at? Last time I saw you were about 860, 865. I've been looking for some doubles for people as well. So, I need a whole bunch of the red uh, Black Series figures, but 3 3/4 I have a lot of, and I did randomly accidentally buy some back in the day before I had a phone to tell me what's in my collection. There you go. And oops. Um, is that what you heard, Ewok? Brandon sitting at home, and somebody just goes, "Hot toys." He's like, "Huh? Hot toys? Who's speaking of hot toys?" If anybody wants to start dropping links, that is fine. Please do. I can't do a ton because I'm stuck, but I will drop. Copy. Okay. Now I don't know if this should come across and let me do it over on your side. Here is the link to Sleeping Collectibles merchandise. Please check it out. Buy yourself a shirt, buy yourself a mask, buy yourself some slippers, I don't know, shot glasses, rubber chickens, all kinds of stuff. Nice. I've watched almost all of it. We had a medical emergency on site today, so I had to stop in the middle. But everything I've seen, I've loved. I love listening to Papa Gordon. He reminds me of me. He just kind of goes on and on. So uh, Sleepy doesn't even have his shirt yet. And Mark, you're in Europe. How do you get that shirt so fast? Jeez. Okay, 860. Well, we're gonna fix that. Everybody needs to go, and I'm sure everybody here has. If you have not subscribed to Apprentice Ewok, he is the greatest of us, except for possibly John Joker. I would watch a head-to-head battle between him and Sleeping to see who is the nicest guy. But he lives closer to Canada and he is part Canadian. That makes him politer and better than us. So, hey, catch it in reruns. A view is a view. I will. I've got a couple shirts now. Thank you guys. Now I don't have stuff to plug. I have nothing to sell. I still I keep meaning to get onto Fiverr and get my logo. The logo that's up in the corner. I'd like to get it cartoonized a little bit, and I want him either sitting in a dune buggy with bags of action figures, or flying out of what looks like a little store with some action figures and bags. So our monkey lizard army leader has arrived. Salacious, how are you, sir? I actually kind of missed everybody today. It'd been days in a row that you guys have been on Red Dead, and I did start a character last night, everybody. So let me work on it for another day or so I can make sure I know what's going on in the game and don't accidentally, I don't know, run over people with my horse or shoot people in the back of the head for no reason, like some monkeys might do. Yeah, that is true. We're all there for the candy. Cat, how you doing? And if Ralph is around, how you doing, Ralph? You notice how Sleeping doesn't bring Space Buns out. He's like, "Oh, I can't do the fire. Space Buns will have to come out and do it." And she's like, "Yeah, yeah, I can do the fire." Yeah, I won't. I promise. Well, I can't promise I won't run you over, but it is hard. And playing the game, I can see because your horse moves so fast. Your horse, Mark, and you don't take roads, and you crash a lot. And it's easy, especially at night in that game, to get uh, to accidentally fall over the side of cliffs and stuff when I'm watching. Yes. Hopefully, it's about her lounge fly stuff that she picked up. I haven't killed anybody I'm not supposed to yet. In fact, I was very nice, and a gentleman offered me a treasure map. And I said, "Thank you for the treasure map." And I let him run away. I should have shot him because in the end, it looked like he was wearing a Confederate jacket, and you have to kill him. So, Raph. True, true, true. Well, I have two boxes today, and I would assume because of what they say on the side of them that they are actually reaction or Super 7 or Bang Biff Pow figures. So we'll see what's in here once I get them open. And I collected a lot of reaction, and I still collect Super 7 figures. What's in here? Oh, cute. All right. So the first are definitely reaction. And I need to be careful with these because these were the early ones where they would pop off their cards if you weren't super careful with them. In fact, man, that one doesn't look safe at the moment. Anyway, here's Jack Skellington with what I call his O face because, honestly, that's what it looks like he's doing. And he comes with a little ghost coming out of the pumpkin. Nice. Well, we'll be there. We'll be watching. Choker, we were just talking about you, sir. That is incredible what you did for Nathan, man. That is he will. I would not be surprised if he darn near cried. And you are the best, man. It's amazing. You are. I was telling them I don't have words for how much your support to all of us means. It's nuts, and I will be there tonight for your stream. So I have a roommate who plays. He doesn't play the online version at all. So he was kind of lost a little bit last night, but he kind of enjoyed it. So yeah, I don't know what mine horse is called, like um, old nag or something like that. See, yeah. Next is Jack, but he has more of an evil face. He's scary Jack. So, and there were three different versions of Jack: Jack's O face, Jack's scary face, and just Jack being happy Jack. So, um, this is Barrel of Lock, Shock, and Barrel fame, and he comes with the vampire teddy bear. And these are all, of course, 3 3/4 inch figures. This is the mayor with the swiveling head, of course. These are all mostly 5 points of articulation. And he comes with his bullhorn. This is Behemoth. And he comes with a decorating gun of some kind. Oh, no, he comes with a cock gun. Oops. Hey, it's Fat Albert. I love that lunchbox. It replaced my Kiss lunchbox that got taken away from me. No, you are definitely seeing Mr. Fat Albert up on there. I loved him. The murder horse. Then you got on Sleeping's horse, and somehow you broke Sleeping's horse. You guys are, I mean, it's so much fun to watch. It really is. This is a 2014 Comic-Con exclusive Jack. It's an early bird figure. He comes with 0. Those want to try and fall over. This is Sally. And Sally comes with her basket, of course. Ooh. This is the Devil. I was really surprised they did him as a figure and they didn't do like the Mummy or something like that initially. And you can't see Jack because he's being all exorcist, but this is just normal smiling Jack. He's just shy. He doesn't like to be seen. I'll catch up here for a sec. Everybody saying hi. Hey, Franco, how you doing? Victor, the Lone Ranger's nephew. Harry Trotter. They need to be able to create bigger posses. I mean, I know we shouldn't just roll into town like Hell's Angels and kill everybody, but we should be able to. And shoot force lightning. I loved them. I think that that's, yeah. Next looks like some aliens are coming. You've never seen Nightmare? Oh, such a good film. And Raph would like it. It's great. It's a Halloweeny Christmas movie. You can watch it any time of the year, though. It has a great moral to it. Yep. What? I hate when they do that. I'd gotten to almost 1,050, and then they purged 25 from me the other night. So, fair enough. Halloween's now, it used to freak me out when I was a kid, but now Halloween's I love Halloween. So, watch it now. Go now. Go to Netflix. Well, I guess it's probably on Plus, isn't it now? So these are from Alien, the movie, not Aliens. This is Ash. Now, sadly, sometimes when Reaction and Super 7 were making these, they were able to use the character. But in a lot of cases, they were not allowed to. So it's a very generic packaging. But they tried to use the old Kenner logo that Kenner was going to do. And then, of course, Reaction is shaped like Kenner. This is the Alien. Very cool little dude. And Ripley. And you can see they really went out of their way to try and get that 1980s vintage Star Wars look to the figures. This is Kane in a spacesuit. And Dallas. So those are pretty cool. Set these here for a sec. Yeah, you'll get them back. A lot of those just cycle around. They're doing something that basically is like trying to see if those are real people or not, or if there's some sort of bot. No, Kat, they never tell us. They're gone and then they come back, and it's, you'll gain 20 subs overnight. No idea why. So I love all 3 3/4 inch figures. They really are cool. What's up? How you doing, Mike? I'm going through a box of what appears to be mostly Reaction. So, yep, the Super 7, they just showed pictures of the Jim figures, Jim and the holograms. So I'm going to get some of those. I'm waiting for the pictures from the Munsters ones, and they're supposed to be doing Addams Family this year, both based on the old TV series. So I liked them. I thought, I bet you if this other box has them in it, I'll show you where they went wrong. So, yes. If I have duplicates, I'll hook you up. Hey, Space Buns is here. Woohoo! All right, so the next few at least that are going to be in here are Universal Monsters. So we have the Mummy, and they did several different versions. So I'll see what versions of these I have in here. Here's the Creature from the Black Lagoon. I love the card art on these. They're beautiful, really are. And this is how NECA is going to trick me into buying them, because I love the classic monsters. This is the Invisible Man, and this was a Entertainment Earth exclusive where he was completely see-through. There's one that's who's colored, but of course this one was invisible, because he is. And here's Frankenstein. Look at that. Look at that guy sitting there. Oh, I love this card art. And here's the Mummy. And this Mummy, he glows in the dark. So sometimes they do glow in the dark ones. Sometimes they did ones that were in black and white. Here's Bela Lugosi as Dracula. Oh, remember how I was saying you have to be very careful with Reaction figures because they like to pop off the cards? Well, she's now popped off the card. Look how she has the Princess Leia dress feet. Super sad. But they come off incredibly clean. So that is fixable. So I can put her back on and get it just a little bit. Man, every time I touch them, I lose one. Again, very carefully reaching up for the Wolfman. Yes, he does actually have a vinyl cape. So they're kind of like the old Rimco ones that they made ages ago. We'll do this last one, then I'll catch up on chat. Here's the full color Invisible Man. So those are great. I'm actually happy I got through this box and only lost one. Last time I looked through a box, I lost 4. So I don't know why they didn't do a better. And Funko is usually really good at stuff, and so is Super 7. But whatever company they were using to put these in, they were just bad. The glue was horrible on them. Goes in there carefully as they all spill out of the box. Son of a beach. Okay. I'll set that down there because now I can't move for a second. Hang on. I got to move a couple of these or I'll be very mad that they get hurt. Okay. There we go. More. Oh, no, there's another one. Okay. Yeah, I love all the classic movie art. I love classic movie posters. You know, from Rimco, cool. I never had any of the Rimco stuff. But yeah, and the playset was so cool for those. I someday I'll get some Rimco ones. Yeah, very true. They do great job, even on the newer figures. I really like the card art because they kind of have moved away from the Kenner look, but not completely yet. So, oh sweet. All right, Black Series Boba Fett. I need one of those. I still haven't found one. I'm hoping to find one this weekend when I'm out and about. Yeah, they do tons of metal stuff. I haven't bought a whole bunch of that, but they do Iron Maiden and some Ozzy, and they've done. Oh, I saw yesterday they have Puppet Masters, but I don't like them because the card is small. So it's not. Let me grab one. It's not a 3 3/4 card. The card is slightly smaller. Like, boy, you just can't. Boy, you cannot move. So up here, and then it cuts across. So it won't fit my star holders. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, please do. Please like if you're around and you like it. If you don't like it, press the don't like button. I'm cool with that too. Interaction is interaction. Tell me what you don't like. Maybe I'll change. Probably not because I'm old and I don't change. The Creature is one of the first ones NECA's doing. NECA is doing Frankenstein is first, and then I believe the Mummy, and then Creature. So, hey Redondo, how you doing? G-Force, how you doing? All right, so let's see what's in this other box. Let me move before I break something. And reaction figures, if you want to get into them, because a lot of people don't like 3 3/4 inch figures, and they didn't like the look of these because they're like, they don't look blah blah blah. They look like Star Wars figures. Yeah, they were supposed to. That was the whole point. I never got why people didn't understand that was the point of the figures, was to be retro. Now they do, Super 7 especially right now, they ask too much money for new ones. but you can get decent sets and of them on eBay, relatively cheap. And for the new ones, if you watch every once in a while, Super 7 themselves will do a buy 5 get 1 free, or buy 4 get 1 free, one or the other. And Hot Topic and GameStop have started carrying them. Okay. The hell? Oh, okay. Cute. All right. First up, these look slightly mixed, so we'll see how this goes. Is the Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger. This is the T100, T800 Terminator. He's got his shotgun down, a couple shotguns. Okay. Oh, here's another couple Terminators. This is Kyle Reese, and he has a cloth cape on, or coat. So they didn't do vinyl for these guys. They actually tried to do some like later Star Wars stuff. Here's Sarah Connor. Is it just me, or when you see, say Sarah Connor or anything, all you hear is dun 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 dun. Okay, what are all these? Oh, one last Terminator. The T800 exoskeleton, all shiny and pretty with glowing red eyes. He just wants to hug you. No, you have to crush him. Crush his hopes. No, it's okay. I've been disliked most of my life. I can deal with that. Yeah, I loved those sets. And Sleeping was talking about it not too long ago in one of his things, that back in the 90s-ish, Universal Monsters did some Happy Meal toys for Burger King. Those were very cool. I actually found a couple I had. So, hey, Gilster, what's up? I love 3.7. It's my favorite. I love them. Yeah, because I can put them up on a wall, and I can do a whole bunch of them. And I love the card art. I am a sucker. That is true. That you shouldn't have said that. Now we need an Instagram picture at least. I do like most figures. I think it's just because of my age that I got caught up in 3.75. Between that and Rimco and Ertl and Galoob and Hasbro's G.I. Joe, I am biased to 3 3/4 inch figures. I have my Black Series and stuff, and I am starting to like those a lot more. But I keep working on that project. I do have over, let's see, hide that. If you can see, I need to move this way. This pile here is about 3 feet tall. There's 6 or 7 of them. Those are all my green figures from Star Wars, and that's done. And so then I'll move on to that. Yes, man, I wouldn't be sleeping anyway. Okay, so now to help sleeping sleep. Oh, no, bad figure. All right, that has to instantly get put in a case. So this is Jason Voorhees, who comes with his machete, and he is trying to come off the card. I told you, every time I open a box of these, I lose at least one. They do come off clean, and you have to use some double-sided tape and do it real nice and neat. But of course, that means that that figure will never be mint now. Not that I'm ever going to sell it anyway. But nice. Okay, so horror. Do some horrors here. Now I'm going to pick each of these up individually, very carefully. Here is the Crow. And if you haven't noticed, you might want to start checking your Walgreens. Diamond Select has made a figure of him that they have at their stores. It's an exclusive to them in that packaging. So check it out. I haven't found one yet. Yeah. Oh, and those old model kits were great. I almost buy one that's of the Haunted Mansion and of the Addams Family house all the time. You know, they were horribly bad, just horribly. That's why I got to be very careful with them. As soon as I separate them, I'm putting them in star cases so they shouldn't ever pop out again, because they'll never be handled again. This is Ghostface from Scream. This is a Toy Tokyo New York Comic Con exclusive. This is Jason Voorhees in his NES colors from the video game. And here is Sam from Trick or Treat. And he comes with, his lollipop. It is a very cool figure. I was glad to get it. I don't use glue. There's double-sided tape that is clear, that is almost completely see-through, and it really holds really well. I don't know, maybe Mark can tell you. I'm not one who repairs figures or anything, but if you cut it just cleanly around the bubble, and you can put it right along this edge, and it's almost completely invisible. Sometimes I just do this bit, because like on this one, the top's a little messed up. And then you have to be real careful when you put the figure back in and then set it on top. And I've repaired quite a few of them, sadly. But, and all this reboot stuff, nobody's talked about rebooting Crow. I don't know if it's because it's a damaged property or whatever. Yeah, not super glue. Thank you. I have wasted tons of money and most of my life collecting it. There's a Freddy one in here too. Or should be. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. So we'll see what the last of these is. Okay, so here's Freddy Krueger. And his hat's down here. So he looks kind of weird, bald. But he's got his claws out. Can you imagine if we were kids and we'd have popped in to a store and seen these sitting on the shelf back when, in the 80s? That would have been crazy. Keep checking, because, reactions come and go, but, we loved playing with, I don't know, you guys probably did it too. We loved playing with rubber cement, and you take the brush and just brush it all over your hands, and then you could peel it off, and it would be like a Mission Impossible glove that, we didn't have cell phones. Don't judge us. And Trick or Treat, it's it's not for everybody. I have only watched part of Trick or Treat, but I like Sam as a character. I'm not a huge horror fan either. I'm not a big slasher fan. So I'll watch, I've never seen a Scream movie, but I do like the character. I've only seen a couple Nightmare on Elm Streets and a couple Friday the 13th, but I do like the character. Speaking of one I've never watched, because this character freaks me out, is Pinhead from Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. I met him at a Comic Con in Atlanta. Nicest guy. And I had him sign Hellraiser picture and a picture from one of my cards from Star Wars. He was a voice in KOTOR, I think. And then the man himself, Mike Myers. I love that picture of him too. I'm so glad they got to use the pictures for those. I think I might have bought almost every one they ever released. I'm honestly not sure, but I think there might be a few like Breaking Bads and things like that. And we're not going to see them in this set, but that's where Reaction went wrong. Is they started doing stuff like The Flash and Arrow and Breaking Bad. Those didn't deserve or need 1980s style cards and packaging. They just didn't. Hey, sleeping. Who's this guy? I'm not sure. He looks familiar. I'm not sure who he might be. But oh, there he is again. Such a good figure. And I really wish they would have done more, or some from Escape from LA's would have been nice too. But, yeah, Elmer's glues was great because you could pull your whole your fingerprint off it. And that was the first time I'd ever peeled off my fingerprint and used it like silly putty. Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah. Exactly. It's fun, but it's just an okay movie. I think it has a very vocal bass. Uh-oh. Oh. Clive Barker is great. Yeah. Well, I love the design of the figure and the character, but man, he just freaks me out. Just freaks me out. Ha! Nice. I'd thought about watching at least the first 3 Police Academy movies the other day, and then I decided I did something else instead. But TEW, how you doing? There should be like a box set, I would think. Nice. I forgot MP. What MP? Tell me what MP is. My mind is not moving. Thank you. Now, let's see what I got here. What is this? Okay. What is this? Okay. Okay. So now, for all you, Python. Man, Python would make such great reaction figures. Oh my goodness. I would love some Holy Grail. Ah, that would be awesome. So, for any of you brown coats out there, now we have Firefly. Depending on your point of view, it's either possibly one of the greatest shows ever made, or it is overrated. To me, I think about 50% of the episodes are actually really, really great, like any first season of a show. But there are slow episodes which bog it down. And then the movie went off the deep end. Here is Zoe Washburn. And I love the card art on these. They were able to use the actors, and it makes all the difference. It really does. Here is Jane Cobb. Jane Cobb in a Comic-Con exclusive where he has his hat. And they all come with guns of some kind that are loose in there, so they fall around a lot. And the sweetest girl, Kaylee. I don't know many people who didn't have a crush on her, even when she moved to Stargate Atlantis. Here's Malcolm, and this is another Comic-Con exclusive, and it's got him in a coat. I think it's actually the same coat they used for Kyle Reese. And you can also see this same outfit on Castle Season 1, I think. Here's Wash. Oh, look who randomly is in the middle. Freddy Krueger in his NES colors. And normal Malcolm. Just sitting, looking comfortable. And a Go exclusive Malcolm Reynolds figure in a blue shirt. So you could have blue shirt, or you could have brown shirt. Get it? Brown shirt. Or you could have him in a coat. But those are the only ones. They only did one other Jane, but they did 3 Malcolms. They didn't do a second one of anybody else. And they never got around to making Book or the Doctor. I think that was for a series 2 that never really came around, and there was never a River. So I was sad about that. Everybody go on Red Dead Redemption. I do like Firefly. I just think that, I honestly think if that show would have been allowed to run, it wouldn't nearly be as loved as it is. It has a great theme song, and the cast is really great, and they've all pretty much gone on to do pretty great things. Yeah, it was great. The Fireflies can be expensive just because of the brown shirts. Oh, that happens every so often when I'm wandering around conventions. Yep. Oh, still too soon. That's true, she was. I love Firefly. I do love Firefly. Hey, Jesse, how you doing? I'm just finishing up. I had 2 small boxes today, and they both seem to be full of reaction figures. So I'm carefully trying not to pop them off the cards. Here is George McFly from Back to the Future. And they just made another set, not just the Back to the Future 2, but a new set of Back to the Futures. So I got to order those. Here's Doc Brown from the Twin Pine Mall, Doc Brown. Here's Marty. And I actually think the second wave of these is done a lot better. They let their sculptors play with it a lot more. And here's Biff Tannen. Now, these were ones, like I was saying, where they didn't get to use the actors, and I think it actually hurt the figures. Of course, you'd never be able to use George McFly. He's insane and doesn't want anything to do with Back to the Future. A Fight Club. Well, Philly, he's just a nice, well, it depends on who you listen to. Really, I loved her there. That was the last time I've met her so far, was last time at Starfest, which I'm still sad. This weekend would normally be Starfest, this weekend or next weekend, and I'm sad about that. I really miss those cons. Oh, by the way, Starfest is a convention usually held in the middle of April here in Denver. It's been going for 40 years now. I've been going for 35 or so of those. So we miss it. I wonder if it's going to show up on Disney Plus. Because now that Disney owns it, I know there's a new comic series starting up, and they were going to start a book series based on, apparently, Zoe was pregnant at the end of Serenity, And this jumps like 15 years in the future, 15, 20 years in the future. And Zoe's daughter is now flying Serenity. So we'll see. I don't know if you'll get that. I honestly don't know. Yeah, if you have time, it's only 13 episodes. And if you see them on like Disney Plus or wherever they are, they'll put them in the proper order. That was something that the Fox screwed up on big, you know. Yeah, it's got to be somewhere. Yeah, Books a Million, or if you guys have a Second and Charles, they often have those. FYE carries all the new Super 7 stuff. So they've got the Transformers, and they've got Robotech, and they have some of the rock and roll ones. So they did. They really cast well. That movie, that show was really cast well, I think. Yeah. I haven't watched much of The Rookie. I started to, but police procedurals like that don't interest me. If it's a mystery show, I'll watch them. But, I don't, yeah, Hulu might end up with Firefly. I know over in Europe, there's actually another spot on that road that says Stars, and that's where they've put all the Fox stuff. So, and you can put an age gap on it, age cap, so that you won't have kids watching it. So, yeah, don't watch Serenity first. No, please don't. I love Second Charles, except they don't know how to take care of their figures. So when they get stuff, it tends to get beat up very badly sometimes. Hey, Disaster, what's up? I am just finishing the box. I have 2 more figures in here. And it's from a now classic Disney movie that they're looking to reboot possibly. And it is The Rocketeer. Comes with his helmet and his jetpack. And it was a weird figure to do, but the guys who run Super 7 and Reaction are weird guys, and they love certain things. So this was a Rocketeer. He's all in black and white, if you can't see. So he would have been from a newsreel Rocketeer. This is a 2014 Comic-Con exclusive. So it's actually quite a lot of those in a box. But I love Reactions. I love those. Yeah, I watched like 3 episodes, and it was like, this is Castle again, except without her. So there you go. It's on Hulu. Everybody go watch an episode before, John Joker's stream. Yeah, it was more mystery comedy. Plus, he had his family, and there was the stupid will they won't they stuff from Moonlighting, but The Rookie just seems to be, I do too. I don't have very many of them. I have collected several of the Kiss sets from Biff Bang Pow, but I haven't really bought any of the Rock figures they've done. I got my Andre the Giants and Red Dawn and things like that recently. So, yeah, I watched that too. And it's nice. Disney Plus is like, oh, yeah, Rocketeer. Now, I'm not going to go and find it and put it on, but I'll push the button, Yep. Well, and the police that were in it were cool. It wasn't, driving around and dealing with people on the street, that kind of thing. Yeah. Oh, why not? He was a good-looking guy. I can't for the life of me remember his name. It was Billy something. But, he ended up on, I think he ended up on a couple different shows there toward the end. Yeah, and that's, and that's why I say packaging is 50% of it for me. You can catch me with a bad figure, that has a cool card, and I'll buy them. Now, I'm not saying reactions are bad because I like every single thing they made, with the exception of like the Breaking Bads and stuff. I just didn't think they needed. They looked weird. New figures in that looked weird. Oh, thanks, Aaron. I never know what Monday's box is going to be half the time. I am actually reaching the end of mystery boxes. So it may just be that once I get to a point where I know what's on it, I might not know what's in it. So it may say something like Star Trek, and I'm not sure if it's got, Playmate stuff in it or if it has what it has in it. So another couple weeks may not be a mystery box anymore. It just may be a, hey, look at some of the stuff I've got. Yeah, they're not figures you can play with, but I mean they are nice figures, and here's a, see, she can play with my Jawa. But or found this little guy in a box. I do have loose stuff, and not a whole lot, I will agree, but I don't want to lose her cover. But it does, and I'm glad that they've never tried to make a sequel. That was something that could only be done once, and that was it. They should not make a sequel. I don't want a sequel. I won't watch a sequel if they make it. What? The Hammer wasn't a bad guy. No, he hammers justice. I think you need to rewatch it. Billy Gunn. Billy Culp is in my head for some reason. Like Culpe or something like that. Yeah. Oh yeah, Timothy Dalton made a great bad guy, because I was right around Bond, and he's playing a good guy. Billy Campbell, that's it. Thank you, Tina. Thank you. That would have bugged me until I was done talking here, and I would have had to go look on IMDb at some point. And I'm the opposite way. I'm having a hard time not opening these 6-inch figures because they're so pretty, and the ones I have opened, I don't do displays. I'm an in-box collector, and out-of-box collecting means one thing can fall into another and knock the whole thing over. And so if I collected a lot of 6-inch, half of them would be open, almost positive. Wolfpack, hoo! Well, goods all in, from a certain point of view, as Master Kenobi would say. He was the good guy. But I'm not going to try and put those all on it again at once. I'll lose too many of them. So, everybody saw, I'm not going to talk about it because we did that on Friday's show. Hasbro being Hasbro. I have seen new pictures of the next 86 studio figure from Transformers, and it's Slag, the Triceratops from the Dinobots. I'm really hoping this means we're going to get all of them in the studio series. Really looks nice, goes real well with the Grimlock, and it comes with a Danny in his I want to say ecto, but that's not right. In his environmental suit that transforms into a little car. I don't think it transforms, but it comes with him the same way Wheelie came with Grimlock. So, a cool looking figure. Really was. Well, he was getting away with all our girl. And if you haven't watched The Guild with her in it, The Guild is hilarious. The first 3 seasons are pretty good, and then it starts they started getting money. They were able to do too much stuff, and I think it actually hurt the show. It was an internet show. It's on something, but uh, great show. Wonderful, cool little cast. Yeah. Well, and what's nice is every time they make, you know, eh, every time they do this, it allows me not to open a 6-inch figure because it's on the card, and I love the card. So they could re-release all those, and they would trick me into buying them all again, even if they really re-released. Oh, son of a beach! Well, now Jason's out. I don't want to lose his machete. Where am I going to put him? Now I have to repair things. Um, and I don't open a lot. There are some Transformers that I really would like to, but the packaging, I mean, is a lot of the thing for me. I mean, look at that Shadow packaging. If I opened that, I could keep the box somewhere, but I probably wouldn't, or my Police Academy or Gargoyles or my Ewok Village, Highlander toys, and you'll be hooked. The Guild is only 5-minute episodes for the most part for the first season or so. So it's not a show that's going to take you forever. You could sit and watch. In fact, some of them are either even collected into 1 hour, and that's the whole season. So, yeah. And I love you guys' open collection because it's cool to watch, and it's cool to see you guys bend them and make them look pretty and show what they can do. Like when Brandon was showing off that Spider-Man, I love seeing it because I'm not going to open one. So, yeah, anything they put on the cards, I'll keep. Um, hey Nate, how you doing? Nate joining us from Twitch. Yes, if I Nate, how is this? How is it on Twitch? Because I can't see it, so I don't know what's going on. Give me an update of how that sounds and how it looks on Twitch, because this is the first time I'm trying this on Twitch. So I know, darn you, Jason. I have to be very careful. I put him up there out of my way of me being a fat guy and knocking stuff over all the time. So they do. They are very nice. I got all my figures now, so I've got all my reds. I'm still missing the Darth Maul and the Obi-Wan from the celebration a couple years ago. Those I probably won't ever be able to get. But if you look at the bottom down here, scrolling past you, I am on Xbox and PlayStation, I believe under the name Exodus 116. And then Instagram is, of course, Thousandth Ghost. And so is Twitter. So, see, that's I'm going to have to get into my toy box and get my Jetfire out, because if I buy that figure, I'm going to want to open it. But if I have my old Jetfire, I won't open it, and I can play it. That's wow. Jason broke out, dude. I don't know what happened. I'm not, wow. I do tend to buy a piece of things. That's why, the peg warmers fits so well for our name, because a lot of us do collect weird things. Look at my wall behind me, and you'll see Dark Crystal, Planet of the Apes, Indiana Jones, a couple Barbies, some Star Trek. There's Transformers back there. There's Spawn back there. There's Ghostbusters, Harry Potter. A little bit of everything, because there's always something. I mean, not new He-Man from when he went to space, which I don't know why he went to space. That was just stupid. Some Muppets are back there. There's all kinds of stuff back there, and I'll buy stuff. If your packaging is good, I'll buy some, at least one. And generally, I'll buy a clearance figure that was a peg warmer. Oh, that throne. Oh, That throne that Papa Gord has is incredible. All that stuff that was 3D printed is amazing. Weird, huh? Because I can see you guys can see Nathan. Can you see him when after I click on him? I know you can see him, but can you see him in here at all? I don't know if that makes any sense, but he can't see us, but he can hear us. So Dave says hi. Sleeping says hi. Several people all say hi. Yeah. And if I was good at photographing stuff, man, those 6-inch figures, none of them would be in box or on card. They'd all be open and I'd be doing stuff with them. I can't. Hey, thanks for joining. I only got to watch the beginning of that and of your stream, and all that GI Joe stuff is so cool. God, that flag. Can you imagine if they ever did something that big for Star Wars? Like take Mark's Pally toy, uh, Death Star, and make it kind of like ours was, like 4 levels, except like this, like a Terror Dome version of it. It'd be awesome. And it'd be $700 and we complain about it. So, yeah, yep. I wouldn't be surprised. It was a YouTube show. And then she eventually, she did a couple music videos that were actually pretty good too. But I know a couple guys who are just incredible. I have Gomez and Morticia Adams, and Barbie and Ken as Kirk and Uhura. I also have a 50th anniversary, I think, of the Vita Vita Vegemin episode of I Love Lucy. And those are the only Barbies I own. Not because I wouldn't have bought others, I just didn't. I wanted the Munsters one, and some of those like the Wonder Woman ones, those were pretty cool. They do some great work. They don't have a lot of home in my collection. I am very random. If listen to me, you want random, go back and watch that long stream with poor Brandon. I am random and can be. You can throw something out in the middle and it'll throw me off track. Yeah. Oh no, that's not true. I do own Sculler and Mulder from X-Files. Okay, so Nate, they can't see you, but everybody is saying hi. That's weird. That I guess I can see him, but Twitch and YouTube don't want to work together. Interesting. They can see it when I click on you. So anything you want to say, if you want to say hi to everybody, go ahead and I'll click it through so you know. Yeah. Felicia Day is hilarious and just cute as a button. But I used to watch her her and her brother play video games. They're hilarious and not very good at some 8-bit Nintendo games. Yeah, she really is the star of the series. And a couple of the other people are just people she knew who she got bored. She got addicted to Warcraft and she couldn't get jobs. She was in Buffy. She was in a couple other small things, but she couldn't really get any jobs. So she decided to do what everybody does when you can't work and you're bored. She started a YouTube channel. So her and some friends kind of put this together as they're members of the same guild from Warcraft, and they have never met each other. And she decides that she's finally going to meet everybody, and that's kind of what season 1 is about. But it's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I forgot that sail barge was huge. I keep forgetting about that because I did want one, but man, that thing was expensive. And now you look at a $700 Optimus Prime robot, and you're like, no, that wasn't expensive. I should have gotten one of those. Oh, I missed the Munsters one. I'm hoping that they do some new stuff with anniversaries coming up for the Munsters and Addams Family, because they both came on TV in the same year, and so hopefully we'll get some in. Nate says, "What's up?" Oh, cool. Sleepy says hi. Yeah, and she's a huge gamer, or she used to be. I don't know if she is anymore. And she started her own YouTube thing, and then it kind of got bought by somebody else, and it really went down. Um, I got some of the reaction ones, and I do have some of the 6-inch ones that Funko put out, but I haven't bought anything else. So, Geek and Sundry, man, you're absolutely right. Yep, and that's what her channel was called, and it was a great little channel, but I think it got commercialized and then it was done. Oh no, Paul, welcome. Please, everybody, if you haven't, please go over to Nate's channel and subscribe. Nate, I didn't get to watch a lot of your stream for WrestleMania, but I heard about John Joker's present. That is incredible, dude. Just crazy, you know. Yeah, we covered a lot of topics. It is. It's a 3 hour tour that Brandon desperately wanted off of, but he's a good guy. I think if I ever end up on Papa Gord's, I think me and him could go for quite some time. As long as I don't have to work first thing in the morning at 5 a.m., I'll stay up and talk. We'll just throw out new things. I choose the Addams Family, and the Munsters has to disappear. I love them both in completely different ways, but my heart will always be for the Addams Family. Dave, it is hard to choose, because to me, the Munsters is more, it's more like a family sitcom than Addams Family is. Addams Family is just a family who the real world keeps encountering them and doesn't know how to handle it. The Munsters are more of, the world kind of accepts them, sort of, you know, but it's still such a great show. It's really really hard to choose. Dude, I can't imagine. I'm going to go back. If those streams are still up on your channel, I'm going to go back and watch, because I want to watch your face when you open that. And if you have done, I'm going to make sure I watch the review of it. But yeah, and it really is hard to choose. The Addams Family has everything I love. It has the ambiance. It has people who are different, but they don't care that you don't care that they're different. They just assume everybody's like them. Um, they don't hide. I guess Fester kind of hides, but even then, he goes out in the moon, and and the Munsters are just awesome too. Nathan picks the Addams Family. Good night, Tina. Thank you for dropping by. Probably won't keep everybody too much longer, just because I know Joker's got a stream coming up here shortly, I think. I don't remember what time. I think he was going on at 6 or 7 my time. So Dave says bye. Yep. Nate, John Joker, and Sleeping are great people. They really are. They've helped get all of us together as friends and family, and they're doing great things. They really are. Cool. I can't wait to see it. Yeah, and the Munsters. I hope that they get some sort of new reboot, kind of like the Addams Family has with that animated movie. They've tried to rebooting the Munsters a couple times and it just didn't work. Just like the last time they tried to reboot the Addams Family, but with the new Addams Family show, all they did was almost literally every episode was a remake of the original 65 episodes of the television show, just in color now and in worse sets because they were trying to be more like the movie, but still use the everything from the original series. And so is he okay? Then we'll chat for just a second, and then because I got to get all this stuff cleaned up and grab some supper before John Joker starts. I don't want to miss that. Um, yeah, and Christina Ricci, and they're doing a new Addams Family series for Netflix, and I'm hoping they do her and let her be in it somehow. Yes, it was horrible, but okay, everybody. So John Joker is going to be doing his run, his live stream here in a few. So please go over here, say hi, and join the fun. I will be over there here shortly as soon as I reheat some chicken and rice. So thank you again, everybody. There will not be a stream next Monday night. I might do it Tuesday. I'm going to be on John's super awesome show with Shabby next Thursday. So our next Monday, I will pin it somewhere, and we'll talk to you all later. Till then, catch you on the flip side.